Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 18th, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas. Halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Good morning and welcome back to the most unusual and unique live stream daily ritual on the entire internet. You have found your way back to the lost magic of Jesus revival, and what you're about to experience is an ancient Christian ritual from the 1st century AD, reconstructed and reenacted by graces of archaeology and anthropology since they discovered this once again beneath the sands of Egypt in 2 lost books of the Bible in 1769. This morning, the magnificent angel magic from the first book of Yahweh. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuade.
And join us as we open the 21st Treasury of Light in the lost magic of Jesus revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow your breath as it spreads throughout your body. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on you in the east, alpha. I call on you in the west, omega. I call on you in the north, alpha. I call on you in the south, omega.
Alpha,
Et omega,
the beginning
and the end,
and the path of the age between, sunrise
and sunset,
and the path of the sun between, birth
and death,
and the path of life between, Alpha,
omega.
IAOE. Welcome back to Alpha Omega's Column Hinge Temple and the lost rites of the magic of Jesus, where we celebrate this morning once again the opening of the 21st Treasury of Light from the first book of Yahweh. We begin this morning by reaching out to the angels in the invisible. Angels of the 21st Treasury of Light, attend. Watchers, we know your names, so stand aside and grant us entry into the treasury. Ozaz. Ozaz. Eoes. Eoes. Azaias. Azaias. Let the watchers withdraw, and let us enter into the 21st Treasury of Light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury. These are the names that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Mighty angel, head in my Father's house in the place of the east, in my Father's 21st treasury, we invoke you. We call upon you by your secret and sacred name, Zozo Ze'ai, Zu,
Zu,
ze, ai. Zoho zai. Zoho zai. Tozazaksai. Tozazaksai. Naoza iai. Naoza iai. Marazaz. Marazaz. Ozaez. Ozaez. Ozeaia. Ozeaia. Oza, oza. Oza, oza. Os, oza. Os, Azaz. Azaia. Naya ozaze. Naya ozaze. Nazaz. Nazaz. And so we completed our journey through the places. Invoking each of the 12 mighty angels, head in its proper place and proper rank, until at length we came into the place of the midst, the place of the middle, the place of the Father of the treasure of life. O Father of the 21st treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name we invoke you. O IAOE I. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer to establish human liberty worldwide.
Establish human liberty worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And set our people free.
Set our people free.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
Restore the integrity of our elections.
Restore the integrity of our elections.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
Protect Homo sapiens from extinction.
And protect the integrity of our genetic code.
Protect the integrity of Homo sapiens' genetic code.
All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God Force energy within yourself. As you have more God Force energy within you, so you are better able to communicate, not just with the people around you, but also with yourself. You see, there's a very, very important internal dialogue that goes on every single minute of every day. Some of those internal dialogues you have are your subconscious trying to bring information into your consciousness. Now, what does it look like when your subconscious is trying to communicate with you? Well, a lot of people would say this is when you start doing things unconsciously, when you accidentally tell the truth, when you meant to tell a pleasant untruth to save someone's ego. You accidentally tell them that the dress looks terrible when in fact you tried to tell them that the dress looked good. You help yourself and the truth just slipped out. Well, those are very important moments that you should be paying attention to. And the reason why you should pay attention to them is that the more often you are untruthful, the closer to psychosis you get. You see, lying purposefully creates a mental condition within us that is dangerous. Because you see, that lying and duplicity, that is not an authentic human being. Human beings who make it a habit of lying often find that, as psychologists and anthropologists find this as well, because this type of personality is a cross-cultural constant. It's so much a cross-cultural constant that the Native American culture created the deific feature of coyote to explain what happens to people when they get into this pattern of lying and deception. It's coyote energy. What is coyote energy? Well, coyote energy is the one that always does the worst. And let me tell you a story about coyote. Coyote once lived beside a lake, and there were lots of fish in the lake, and the people ate the fish in the lake, and that's how they survived, and they grew corn and squash, and everyone was happy. And Coyote couldn't understand why he couldn't eat his fill, and he was still hungry, and asked for another fish. And the people said, well, you know, we're all just a little bit hungry, but that's okay. It's okay to be a little bit hungry when you know that you have another meal coming. It's all right. We know there's fish in the lake, and we know that when it's mealtime, we can go get another, and it's okay to be a little hungry. It makes us work, and we stay happy and active. And Coyote says, well, I don't like that idea. I'm still hungry. And they said, well, those are the rules. So if you don't want to follow the rules, you can go find another tribe to live with. And Coyote says, okay, well, I'm just going to leave. But he didn't. He lied. He lied. He doubled back, he went back to the lake, and he ate his fill. And unfortunately, his fill was every single fish in the lake. So the next time the people went to the lake to fish, there were no fish. And they looked around. And there was Coyote laying in the sun, belly up, legs sprawled all over the place, big grin on his face. "I've had my fill. Why are you people looking so sad?" I said, "Well, because you ate all our fish." And he says, "Well, you said there was enough." I said, "No, there was enough when we used it the way we said we could use it. And now you will be punished." And because the people were true in their hearts, God saw fit to punish Coyote. And how did he punish Coyote? He turned all the fish in Coyote's stomach into stones. And Coyote started vomiting them up. Blah! Blah! One after another, until every fish, every stonefish had turned from a stone, and the minute it hit the water, it turned back into a fish that swam off. And Coyote, he barfed up every stonefish except one. One stonefish was left in his stomach as a stone to remind him to not overeat, to eat what his allotment was, to give what the tribe gave him and be happy. And now what's the important lesson of that? There's a lot of important lessons, but the one I want you to take away is that Coyote tells you to do things that you shouldn't do. And don't listen to that voice that tells you to do things that you know are not good for you. And whatever it is that is not good for you, whether you've decided it's high fructose corn syrup, whether you've decided it's too much screen time, whether you've decided it's a particular medical procedure, whatever it is that you've decided that you don't need, you stick with that idea. Don't listen. Don't listen to Coyote that says, "Oh, it's going to be okay, just double back and lie." It's never okay. There's always consequences, and it will be painful to pay up those consequences. And at the end of it, you will always have to live with that. And so, how do you make your heart light as a feather? Well, Anubis, who is Coyote's cousin, tells us how. Your heart is light as a feather when you are moving in the direction of your current most prevalent thought. And all I'm encouraging you today to do is make that current most prevalent thought God Force energy. God Force energy can be anything you need in any moment you need it. And there's no reason why, with every single breath, you shouldn't breathe it in. It'll keep Coyote away and make your heart light as a feather. And so today, as you go through this challenging Mars day, know that the warrior inside you can be strong because you've remembered to strengthen your armor and your will and your determination and your ability to resist the voice of Coyote by taking in another deep breath of God Force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message. If you'd like to know more about the lost magic of Jesus, be sure to visit our website at alphaomega.church and download our free ebook that gives you the beginnings of the lost magic of Jesus system, starting with the secret baptisms that Jesus used to initiate his disciples. Yes, right, beyond the baptism of John the Baptist, there were more. Fire, water, and the Holy Spirit, referenced to by John in the Bible. While you're at our website, we ask that you take a look at our prayer wall, and you might consider leaving a donation. This is the part where we pass around the collection plate at the end of the ritual. Thanks again for coming out. We really appreciate your being here. We'll be here with you and for you again tomorrow in the hour of sunrise. And until then, as always, have faith and expect a miracle.
And until we have the pleasure of each other's company again, may the God Force be strong within you. And, as always, may your magics work better than expected.